Hi to all, I'm Yuri Kolesnichenko from Moscow, Russia. First of all, I'm a sonologist. It's a subspecialty of radiology that's specified in medical diagnostic ultrasound. Also, from time to time, I write some algorithms in different languages for different needs. And right now, I want to present one of my algorithms that analyze a two-dimensional ultrasound diagnostic images. The full name of this report is Three-Dimensional Vector Analysis of Two-Dimensional Ultrasound Diagnostic Images. This is our team that helped me with this report. The growing of computing power and sophistication of technology bring a new opportunity for healthcare. Medical imaging innovation aim to enable doctors to better diagnose patients. Scientists are just at the beginning of understanding of human optical vision and what computing power should be used for artificial optical vision equal human. But despite the fact that many of scientific knowledge has come from nature, bionics, scientists should be aware of creating black box software like artificial neural networks, especially in such high-risk area as medicine. Vector analysis can be used without any artificial neural networks for image detection on the same manner. More sample images in the library, more accurate detection. The idea of development of such mathematical algorithm appeared during 24-hour duty in radiology department of Children's Hospital. Acute appendicitis is one of the most frequent cases in pediatric abdominal surgery practice. Abdominal ultrasound has become one of the main tests for the diagnostic of appendicitis in children. The algorithm has used for the analysis of ultrasound images of ultrasound scanner is Saote MyLab 70 with probe LA523. A represented algorithm, Uzigraph 1, has been written in Java language. It's based on viewing the picture as combination of points and vectors and calculates possible combination of points and vectors and comparing them. Most of modern diagnostic ultrasound images right now is two-dimensional. It's called a B mode or a grayscale mode. Also, often we use the duplex mode such a color flow mode, CFM, to visualize the blood flow, and practically CFM is the third dimension. We have two-dimensional B mode plus another dimension or layer of information. In presented sonograms, you can see right lobe of thyroid gland. It's not just a pretty picture, but I want you to look at the CFM image. There you can see the ROI, region of interest, inside of dotted yellow square, and the legend that represent the color paradigm of CFM. Here, it represents the direction and velocities of blood flow. For this study, I select the three ultrasound images with normal vermiform appendix. Source images. Of course, I could select much more of them, but I don't have so many time and supercomputer, so just 3 images for test. Third dimension in my algorithm is represented by gradient of red color by analogy with CFM in ultrasound images, but with another paradigm. There is no preselected ROI in this algorithm. It is drawn in the end after color filter processing and can be more than one ROI in the one image. More intensive color corresponds to more crossing of point or pixel by vectors. It can be called a weight of pixel. Vectors and pixels combinations are not so unique in ultrasound images, thereby the pixel weight is a breakpoint for ROI detection. Cross-sectional area of vermiform appendix was cut from source images into separate images, target images. They can be called as desired ROI. The source images were complemented by the same images with rotation on 45, 90 and 180 degrees, 6 versions of each source image. The aim of the algorithm is to find the target on source images. Several variance filters of vector creating, computing, were written. 2 most representative filters, color dependent and color independent, were chosen. The 3 series of using the algorithm were implemented. Original source target series, where the target images was a part of source images. Original source target series with rotation on 45, 90 clockwise or counterclockwise and 180 degrees, where the target images was original but source images with rotation, and cross comparison series where target and source images was different and there is no exact target on source. Of course, everyone think about where is the scaling, and yes it was. But the scaling is just an additional iterations, and as I told already, I don't have so many time and supercomputer. Once I started one series with scaling and then calculate the approximate time of its work, and it was about 3 years, so I stopped it. At this slide you can see the resulting images. There the percentage value are presented through the dash. The first number represents the percentage of matching vectors combinations, and the second number represents the percentage of target image pixels from target vectors which were found on source. This is an original source target series of using the algorithm UseGraph1, and you can see that there is a high level target detection. Also on the right side you can see the 3D histograms which was drawn in Calc software from the OpenOffice, and they show the pixels weights after processing by algorithm in the simple 3D way. These histograms must show you the principle of the algorithm's color filtering. For understanding the connection between these images, you should imagine that 2D images fall forward, so the 0 point of both images will overlap. And I want you to notice that we see the only one row, a red arrow. It's a high accuracy. On the slide you can see original source target series with rotation 45 degrees clockwise. You also can see the high level detection of target. And you can see that there are more than one row here, so the algorithm can even find several targets on source. And the last series is a cross comparison of images of different patients. The algorithm shows high level detection of target. This work relates to the new class of ultrasound devices that has appeared today, such as bladder scan or aorta scan. This kind of ultrasound devices allow to rapid examination without visualization of ultrasound images. The mathematical algorithm of the devices finds the necessary zone of ultrasound scanning and makes measurements without ultrasound medical staff intervention. Bladder scan measures urinary bladder volume. Aorta scan measures abdominal aortic diameter. Both ultrasound devices help to make the measurements quickly and diagnose the disease without delay. The mathematical algorithms also are used in robotics ultrasound system in telemedicine. The algorithm UseGraph1 was conceived as software for some kind of portable device for emergency department and surgery department that should be replaced routine ultrasound examination on patient with suspected appendicitis, and it would determine the vermiform appendix in discrete form, yes or no, without ultrasound beam mode picture visualization for physician. The algorithm UseGraph1 possibly can find a target object of ultrasound scanning without ultrasound medical staff in emergency department or surgery department and without loss of time, but it needs much more computing power than isolated portable device can have. In this study I used Yorkfield CPU core and about 5-6 GB of RAM, and comparing of two small images about 150 pixels took about 8-12 hours. It's a nightmare. But it can be a server-side part of mobile application and portable device based on smartphone. Of course, further work on presented algorithm is required, with an increase in number of analyzed cases for evaluation of the veracity of obtained results. It's also necessary to evaluate the needed capacity of computing power for this kind of algorithm in clinical practice. This vermiform appendix case study is just an example of applying artificial vision algorithm. There are many spheres where artificial vision is required with target detection. And I want to end this presentation by another comparison and quote. By the information of the Telegraph, researchers used K-computer in Japan, currently the fourth most powerful in the world, to simulate human brain activity. The computer has 700,000 processor cores and 1.4 million GB of RAM, but still took 40 minutes to crunch the data for just 1 second of brain activity. So, in comparison with human brain, the modern supercomputers is just calculators. More detailed description of the study you can read in the conference FRUCT proceedings. Thank you.